There we go. Hello, fellas. It's been a minute. Sorry about the delay with the stream. I am streaming from an unusual place. Hello, chat. Please excuse in advance any, I would say, quality issues with the video or the audio. I am streaming from my Mac. Had a few issues with my PC just before the stream, and therefore I am streaming from a bootcamp partition on the Mac running Windows 7. I had no idea Windows 7 was still a thing. Is there people still using that? I don't know. But welcome to this very special stream on the Slytherin channel. My name is John Paolo Vernocchi. I am the co-founder and creative director of DestinyBit. It's so good to see you all in chat. Please let me know if audio and video are fine. I will tweak them otherwise. Tonight, I am streaming about our game, Empires Apart, which today just went free to play, which means that you can go on Steam and download the game and try it out for free. You can use the Byzantines and try out the other civilizations and eventually buy them. We are also announcing today a brand new civilizations, the Koreans, which expand the roster of civilizations to 7. I streamed a week ago on the DestinyBit channel, and I couldn't say anything. We showed a build that was that had a few sort of like "don't look over here" things, but now we can finally reveal that the Koreans are there, and they are so fun. So cool, and I would like to show them to you during this stream. For those of you who don't know what Empires Apart is, this is a perfect occasion to find that out and see the game for yourself. Now, mind you, I'm running the game from not so good PC, so I don't have high quality settings because I am streaming and I have to run the game at the same time. But let's see how it goes. So, here we go. Alright, let's switch to the game. There we go. Please let me know if audio and video are fine. I'm gonna lower the volume of the game just a touch. Okay. I'm gonna lower the volume of the music, otherwise I can't hear myself talk. Okay. So, if you are new to Empires Apart, or if you played Empires Apart before but you had no idea what was coming, this is the brand new 2.12 patch that is now live in the mainstream. Sorry, in the main branch. There is quite a few new stuff. I encourage you all to check the patch notes from the main menu, or to go to empiresapart.net to see all of the patch notes. There is a brand new menu, as you can see, which allows us to get into games very, very fast. I can just click on Duel and get matched. I can go to one rank, create a custom game, or I can go into single player or play any of the modes. For those of you who are single player folks, we have a brand new AI codenamed Agatha, which is really, really cool. She can do all sorts of stuff. She's pretty smart. We're still tweaking it, and since the release of the beta, which happened a week ago, we already made some changes to make her more aggressive and even smarter. And so if you are a single player guy, definitely check that out. We have the profile screen if you've never seen it, but this is brand new. Tells me all the stats for all the civs, including the Koreans. Brand new civilization. And if I go into the armory, you can see that I have every civilization, and especially the Koreans, these new guys, which I had on the wraps for so long, which I am so glad that I can finally show them to you right now. Now, if you download the game for free off of Steam, you can try any of the civilizations by clicking over here on Try. You can also take a look at the tech tree. For those of you who played the beta of this version, you will notice that the tech tree has been improved a little bit. There have been some UI changes. Now we distinguish from color. We distinguish with color buildings, units, and technologies. This is all pretty cool. But let's take a look at the Koreans, and let's take a look at Empires Apart if this is the first time you see it. I'm going to click on Try. This is going to launch the trial scenario. The trial scenario, you can access and play with any civilization. And here we go. First of all, the soundtrack. Just so good. Michael Gordon Shapiro, everybody. Our great composer. Okay, so let's take a look at the Koreans, shall we? First thing you're going to notice is that the Koreans have a very pretty architecture. I would say that the Koreans are visually our best civilization to date. We ramped up the quality, I would say, quite a bit. All of their units are very cool. Let's start by checking some of them out. Well, now, the first thing that we should talk when talking about the Koreans, I'm already under attack. AI, please leave me alone. Is that when you start a game with the Koreans, you start with 3 villagers and these 4 extra units right here, which are the nobles. We have 4 nobles, and all of these nobles do something slightly different. We try to capture the historical portion of Korea and their focus on royalty and nobility by adding these noble units into the game. You start with 4 and with 3 villagers, and each one of these nobles does something different. Let's start with the Baekjak. The Baekjak has commanding presence, 40% faster. Well, mind you, we are in a test scenario with where every technology is unlocked. But basically, this guy boosts the collecting speed of villagers nearby. This other guy boosts the damage of units nearby. Then we have this lady right here, which is extremely cool. Units and technologies are produced 40% faster because we have all the upgrades. 40% faster in buildings nearby, which is really cool. I'm going to show you the early game of the Koreans later. And then we have this other noble, which its only function, her only function is to basically double the effect of another noble. Now, as you can see, she is doubling the effect of this noble, which both doubles the range and the effect of the noble itself, which is very strong. So there is a micro aspect to nobles. Now the AI is losing all of its men, but it's fine. It's a test scenario. So there is a micro aspect to the nobles, which makes them very interesting. You can always lose the nobles. These units can be killed, but you can create more nobles from the royal palace, and you can upgrade your nobles from the goldsmith building. So basically, they have no economic technologies, but instead they have the nobles. You can produce more. You can increase their effect. You can upgrade them, and it's all very cool. Now, other cool Korean units. We have, of course, the Hwacha, the fire cart, known for being probably the first rocket launcher in history. This is very cool. Now, this is a very unique unit in the sense that it doesn't attack by itself, but it has an active ability that allows it to attack. Again, if you're coming back to Empires Apart and you haven't seen it in a while, now we have range indicators for active ability. And basically, I can shoot anywhere, and the Hwacha will fire a volley of arrows which will damage units in an area. This is extremely strong. Let's see if I can demonstrate on a few villagers. Oh, I see a storage over here. There's a few villagers. This ability has a cooldown, of course, but let's try it out. Oh boy! Almost killed them. With another volley, they're all dead. Goodbye, villagers. I'm sorry. Pretty cool. All manned by engineers. Then we have this other unit, which is very cool, which is the Mortar. Koreans don't have a trebuchet, but instead they have a Mortar, which is a mobile kind of siege weapon, which has a decent range. But obviously its biggest I would say strength is that it can move pretty fast. So it can go in and out. I can shoot a few rocks in there and be done with it. Meanwhile, our hero, Iljimundeok, is basically killing all of the harassers that the opponent is sending us. Trebuchet is clearly the superior siege weapon, says Reaper Rev. Well, I don't know, man. Gunpowder is pretty cool. Gunpowder is pretty cool. I would say that launching, a rock 200 meters away, it's neat, but gunpowder is also neat. And speaking of gunpowder, another cool unit that the Koreans have is the hand cannoneer, which are these guys right here. They are massive. Look at them. They're not very fast, as you can see, and at the same time, they don't have a huge attack speed, but they have a bonus against archers, and they are just very cool. I don't know what to say. Look at these guys. Oh my god. Oh my god. Every time I see them shoot, it's so good. Anyway, we have some rams over here, which are pretty cool. But regular rams, nothing to see over here. Then, for their fortress unit, we have the Hwarang. The Hwarang are a very interesting mix of a range unit and a melee unit. They are a melee unit in the sense that they are essentially a very, very strong light cavalry. They move very fast. They don't have a lot of armor, but they deal 20 damage. These are, of course, the max upgrades kind of. Oh no! My mortar! What did you do? Well, a mortar just killed one of our guys, but it's okay. I can still demonstrate the ability. Basically, what they do is they have an active ability that allows them to shoot a very rapid volley of arrows in an area. They would shoot 3 arrows, so basically go fire, fire, fire. You probably didn't see where the arrows landed, but they landed over here. So if you are massing these guys before engaging, or if you are engaging, say, spearmen, which are obviously very strong against cavalry, you can just shoot a bunch of arrows and then engage, which is very strong. The cooldown is not huge, but there is obviously a cooldown. Okay. What else is cool about Koreans? Obviously, they have a very good heavy cavalry. They have good archers, which are also cool in terms of aesthetics. They have some decent swordsmen. They can do some pretty good early game harassing with them. But speaking of heroes, we can go and take a look at the 2 Korean heroes. We have Iljimundeok, which is a sort of like a warrior hero, very strong, 24 damage, and has an interesting active ability called Divine. Well, it has the wrong tooltip, but trust me, it's very strong. Basically, what it does, it doubles the damage in an area. So right now, you can see that these guys are attacking our villager. Maybe you can get the villagers to run towards the town center. They are running away. The AI is being smart. But basically, let's try to use this ability. I'm going to use the ability, and now in that area, the damage against enemies is all doubled. But as you can see, Iljimundeok is losing life. And this allows us to use our puny villagers to kill their soldiers, because we are now dealing double damage. So this is an interesting ability. If I move away, the ability gets cancelled. and I can re-enable it at any time. And as a passive, Iljimundeok basically heals himself. So this is an interesting sort of like risk-reward kind of thing that you can do. You can place your hero outside of the battle, double the damage, get in, and then get him out and let him heal. Sejong Daiwang is more complicated in terms of what he does. He has a passive ability called Contemplation, which basically generates wisdom while being nearby allied villagers. Essentially, when he's nearby villagers, as you can see, he learns. He gets a little bit of wisdom. But he gets only a little bit of wisdom for every villager he sees. So these villagers are already sort of like, he already studied them. He already saw what was what with those villagers. So now I have created a new villager, and I can go over there, and now he will gain a little bit of wisdom from that villager as well. The active ability is called Compose. And Sejong sits down and starts to contemplate on what he saw. And this active ability is very, very strong. He is sitting down, so he cannot move. But when he is using this active ability, he gives +4/+4 to units nearby in terms of armor. Villagers nearby collect resources 50% faster and construct buildings 50% faster, so very strong. And buildings produce units and technologies 50% faster. So essentially, he sits down, he observes all of the villagers, and then he sits down, uses the knowledge that he accumulated to give a huge boost to the economy and the military side of things for the Koreans. So very strong. So I'm gonna quit this match. I'm gonna start a new skirmish game because I want to show you how different is the early game for the Koreans compared to any other civilization in Empires Apart. Obviously, I lost. I'm sorry. Let's go into a skirmish match. I'm gonna pick the Koreans, and I'm gonna pick Iljimundeok. By the way, since this version, the settings for the skirmish match are saved. So if I had to quit and come back, I would see the same settings again. I want to play against a green opponent. Let's do medium difficulty Agatha. When playing as a free-to-play player, you can play against any other civilization, both online and against the AI. So no problem there. I'm gonna choose Huangshuan, sorry, which is a brand new map, which will launch with version 2.0. And I'm going to hit start. Now, once again, I invite you all to go to empiresapart.net to check out the changelog for the game for patch 2.1. But at the same time, I invite you to go on Steam and just download the game because it's free. So why not? Alright, so obviously I start with my scout. And I start with these noblemen. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my sheep. I'm going to start gathering from the sheep. And I'm going to put my, I call it sort of like the villager noble, nearby these villagers to gather, to basically boost the speed gathering there. And at the same time, I'm going to queue a few more villagers. Going to send them to wood. And I am going to choose this villager, this nobleman, which boosts the speed at which units gets constructed in buildings, and put it close to the town center. This way, villagers are produced faster. And then I'm gonna boost this noble with using this other noble, and now villagers are produced even faster. Now, something funny kind of happened. I am housed. As Koreans start with 8 units instead of 4, they get housed very quickly. So the first house for Koreans tend to come down quite earlier. Huangshuan is a green map, as you can see, inspired by the chain of mountains in China by the same name. There we go. I'm gonna keep exploring. But you can see how the Koreans have a lot of different options. For example, one option that I can use is I can build a barracks right away. I can move my noble over here, keep boosting it, and basically produce swordsmen very fast, and boost their attack with my war noble, and essentially have a very strong early game this way. I'm gonna keep exploring. I have no idea what's in my surroundings. I have no idea where the boar is. I'm playing a terrible game. I'm sorry, folks. I'm trying to explain things. The nobleman, yeah, the nobleman can also get sheep, like Bolov is saying. And you could probably use the military nobleman early game to get sheep, since it's sort of like useless until you have military units. But at the same time, nobles are very sort of like targets for sniping. So they don't have a lot of health, they move very slow, they have no armor. So if you send your noble to get sheep, be careful because he might get sniped. Okay, so now I have a couple of swordsmen that, thanks to my noblemen, are getting 5 attack instead of 4, which is very strong. So now I can send them to the other side of the map. This bonus, by the way, lasts for, I believe, 30 seconds? 40 seconds. This bonus lasts for 40 seconds, so these guys are running off with 5 damage, but eventually the damage will go down. I'm gonna go back to my town center and get down another house, possibly get more villagers. I'm playing a terrible game, but bear with me. Can you rebuild noblemen? Yes! As soon as you get to economy level 1, or basic economic development, you can build a building called the Royal Palace, and from Royal Palace you can create new noblemen. Not only that, but you can also create the goldsmith, and this goldsmith can improve your noblemen. So now I'm over here harassing the AI, just sort of like spooked by me. Oh no, he's fighting back! Okay, I have to run. Those are a lot of villagers. But this was some good harassment. Let's run away. Goodbye. Gonna put my villagers, my swordsmen over there just to guard the situation. Alright, let's build a storage over here. I'm gonna go for economy level 1 just so I can build the Royal Palace and show you how I can add more noblemen to the mix. My villagers are idle because I'm not playing a very good game. So let's fix that. Plus, I don't know if you can tell, but my frame rate is not the best. This machine is quite old, and streaming doesn't help. But still, gathering wood from over here. Obviously, I'm housed. I want to gather wood faster, so I'm gonna move my... I call him the villager noble, but his actual name is Bagjak. I'm gonna move the Bagjak near the wood line, and I'm gonna use the Gongju to double his effect. So now these villagers are gathering wood twice as fast. Not twice as fast, but 20% faster, because by default this unit right here gives 10% boost. When it's doubled, it's 20%, and I can increase it even further with technologies. Now, the abilities of the nobles don't stack, but they are still very good. And once again, guys, if you want to try the game out for yourself, you can go on Steam right now and download it. It's free to play starting today. Tell your friends. You have no more excuses. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear any excuse of, well, I don't know. It's free. And it's a good game. So you should give it a shot. Gathering wood. I know I could go for military, for basic military, but I'm pretty committed to the wood. Let's gather the berries over here. Thank you, Spaction, for posting the link. Spaction is the hero we need in this chat. Hello, Mooley. I don't know if there are sheep hidden in my operating system. It's Windows 7. It's so old that I have no idea what's going on with it. Again, folks, tonight it's a little bit of a weird stream. I'm streaming from a different computer because the other computer had a few issues, but Morgul asks, hey, 2v2 coming soon? Ranked 2v2 is something that is coming. We don't have a time frame for it yet, but now that the game is going free-to-play, you can expect a constant stream of updates. As a matter of fact, I don't want to give it away right now, but we have another patch slated for this week, which is gonna fix a few things, plus probably introduce some new features. And at the same time, we have a new patch coming this month with another content update, which is all going to be free, and it's going to be new game modes that you can play and stuff like that. So, like I said on the other stream, Empires Apart is in its sort of like renaissance period, and we're going to start from scratch and build upon the foundations, which are very, very good. And keep adding content, adding new stuff, new features, new game modes, and there's a new start for Empires Apart, and we hope to have you along the way. So now, I can create the Royal Palace. The Royal Palace, I'm gonna put it over here. By the way, architecture for Koreans is just gorgeous. I'm just gonna say it is gorgeous. Shoutouts to our amazing 3D artists over at Zagzag. Thank you for the cheering, Mooley. As you can see, from the Royal Palace, I can build any nobleman that I want. They all cost 200 gold, which is not cheap. So, when you're playing against Koreans, your best bet is to probably constantly harass them and force their noble out of position, or force the noble to basically just snipe their nobles, because they are quite expensive. It's quite a big of an investment. As soon as I have the wood, I'm gonna build a gold workshop or goldsmith, which I'm gonna use to increase the effectiveness of my current nobleman. I'm gonna go basic military development. Why not? I have the food. There we go. Let's put down a gold workshop. By the way, I don't know if you can tell, but if you haven't played Empires Apart in a while, version 2.1 brings a lot of new features, a lot of UI tweaks and improvements, and also basically redoes color correction at any time of the day to make sure that everything is very visible and very bright and shiny and cool. Are there replays? Asks I am Sean. Not just yet, but we know they are important, and we have them in our site as one of the features that we should add in the future. Thank you for the feedback, Morgul. We'll take that into account. Okay, so I have produced gold workshop. By the way, another little tweak that came in version 2.1. If you played the beta, was not in the beta, but units now have a brown background, and technologies have a sort of like violet background, or purple, sorry. And this is also reflected in the production queue, which is pretty cool, just so you can, at a glance recognize what's what. So I'm gonna increase the effectiveness of my villager noble by 10%, researching homie. costs 150 wood. Sorry, 150 food. And as soon as this technology is done, you will see that this guy, the effect of this guy, will become stronger, both in range and in effect itself. I fear like that the AI is going to attack me at any point, so I should probably also build some military units. I'm going to build a archery range. Sorry for using the mouse so much. I'm not using hotkeys, but hotkeys are there, just so you know. I agree, Pixel. We are definitely considering adding replays. It's just a matter of when. We know that we should. It's just a matter of when. There you go. Technology has been researched, and look at that. Look at that range. This nobleman now is very, very strong. Obviously, its strength is being doubled by this other noble, but it's very strong. I'm gonna use the... I'm gonna empower now the military noble, which is hopefully gonna give us a good military power to overwhelm our opponent. Okay, I'm gonna build a few hand cannoneers, just because probably they're one of my favorite units. I don't even remember who we're playing against. Oh, Byzantines. Oh no. Oh, they're coming for us. Oh, he has cavalry, so I should probably build spearmen instead. But I should probably build a house. Oh no, I'm out of wood. Hold on. I overspent. It's happening, guys. I'm losing. Shout out to Trigripa. Oh no. Oh no. So, first thing first. Okay, we have 2 spearmen. But first thing first, preserve our nobles. Oh no. I don't know if I can... I should be able to fight them back. I'm using the villagers. It's very unprofessional. Fire! Fire! Okay. Good enough. Good enough. Go back. Okay. We did it! We did a stream. We didn't die. Okay, let's ungarrison this guy. And let's keep building our army. Now, the AI is quite better than before. So now that the AI saw that I have spearmen and hand cannoneers, I think she's probably going to counter with a mix of archers and heavy cavalry, which is going to be hard to deal with. Although I'm playing on medium difficulty, this is still quite hard for me. But in the meantime, if you guys have any questions, I'm going to be here to answer them. Once again, the link is empiresapart.net for all the info about the new release and the link to download the game. Or you can go directly on Steam and download the game for free right now. What are you waiting for? If you don't have the game in your Steam library, you're missing out. Or you're just missing out on this cool soundtrack. Thank you, Spaction. I'm just going to say it. This is not my home. Oh, no! Sorry. Sorry. I'm getting harassed. Fire! Fire! Oh, no. Spearman, please. I should bring in the military noble. Where is he? Please come over here. Oh, we fended them off. We fended them off. Good job. Good job, us. Will you only be publishing Civilization DLC, or are you also planning some other stuff in your DLCs? Very good question. We do have plans to introduce cosmetics as a form of DLC. Basically, you will be able to customize the look of your units and civilizations in various ways. We are looking to introduce that sooner rather than later, so you're going to see how that works. But other than that, we have civilizations, cosmetics, as sort of like paid DLCs. Everything else is going to be free. So new maps, new game modes, all of that is going to be free. I was saying before I got attacked by the rude Byzantines that this is not my house. I'm on the Slytherin channel over here, which, by the way, thank you very much to Slytherin for letting us stream and making Empires Apart happen. But I'm just gonna say it. Spaction should be a mod. I'm just throwing it out there. Big Heads cosmetic is coming. That's actually a very good idea. I didn't thought of that. Oh no! Oh, we're getting harassed. This new AI is particularly aggressive, which I quite like. Alright, let's try to make something happen, shall we? I want a siege workshop. And I want some hand cannoneers. And I'm out of wood. I'm playing super bad. I'm sorry, I'm thinking of a billion things. Cosmetics sounds nice. Guessing the other players will see your custom cosmetics too? Yes, they will. Yeah, everybody will see how cool you are. We want you to feel like the cool kid on block, you know what I mean? Apilon? Never heard of him. Sikatsu says, hoping for Norse, Egypt, and India. Well, the Koreans wouldn't be the last civilization. That's for sure. So, get your wish list ready. And Sword Turtle loses all of its points. Press F to pay respects. Good job, Faction. I'm really out of wood. I'm playing super bad. I'm just gonna stream for a little bit more before calling it a day. Sorry for the delay in the beginning of the stream. Once again, streaming from a different computer. But hopefully you're having a good time. And hopefully you're enjoying what you're seeing, and this makes you interested in downloading Empires Apart, which you can do for free. Did you know? Empires Apart is free to play. Go tell your friends. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna say something, okay? So, we all have that one friend that we are not calling. You know, when I say this, you are thinking of somebody. Some friend from school, some, you know, long-lost friend that you think of every now and then, and you're like, man, I should call him. Now, this is going to be a life advice, okay? Are you ready? Call that friend right now. Call him. Because you never know what's going to happen in life. So, call your friend and say, hey, I was thinking of you. I hope you're okay. By the way, Empires Apart is free. Go download it now. It's on Steam. EmpiresApart.net. You know what I mean? This is a way to reconnect friendships. This is how friendships are made and maintained. You need some maintenance in friendships. And what better maintenance than playing Empires Apart together online? You can play Empires Apart online with up to 8 players. You can play against the AI online, so you can do co-op with a buddy against the AI, and that is a great opportunity to reconnect with a long lost friend. You know what I mean? So, this is just my advice. My life advice. The Byzantines are just running us over. I'm sorry, stream. I tried. I did my best, I swear. I'm gonna resign this match. I'm sorry. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed. Yes, or call your girlfriend and tell her that Empires Apart is free. It's a great game to play. You know, it's a great couples game. You go over here, you go to one rank, you create a custom game. You create a new game, you go to open. You select the map that you prefer. So Solitude, say you want to be, you know, alone with your girlfriend. You create the Solitude map. And the firewall will prompt you. But you can add AIs over here, and you can play together against the AI. And you can team up together, and we have some very cool modes like assassination, like diplomacy, so you can get allied with your girlfriend and betray her. It's gonna be fun. Already playing with your girlfriend? You guys are the best. You guys are my favorite people of the day. Sigatsu and Apple. You guys are my two favorite people of today. So, once again, Empires Apart is free to play. You can go and download the game right now on Steam. You can play it using the Byzantines. Every other civilization is available as DLC. You can try every civilization before buying them. There's also a very neat bundle with every civilization included if you want to jump into the fray right away. The game has received quite a bit of updates. We have reset the ladder ranked, so if you are a competitive player, this is the right time to jump in and try to scale at the top of the charts. Otherwise, the AI is there, it's improved, and we have a lot of new stuff coming very soon. I like the screen. I really like the screen. Plus, in pink, they all look so strong. Don't they? Look at these guys. What were the things that founders could what were the things founders could expect? So founders we recognize as founders everybody who bought the game before today, essentially. Founders get all the base of civilizations, so Byzantines, French, Chinese, Arabs, Aztecs, Mongols. And we plan to give founders more content that is exclusive to them in the future in various forms. And it's going to be something that we're going to roll out little by little. So don't think that if tomorrow we get a reward for founders, that is the last rewards founders would get. I hope to keep rewarding founders, you know, I don't want to say forever, but I think we should. I think we should reward founders for a long, long time. So founders are going to keep getting exclusive content. So if you guys have any other questions, I'm here to answer them. Otherwise, I'm going to call it a day. Don't look at my stats. They're horrible. That's great, Skatsu. I hope you will be satisfied with what's coming very soon. And maybe you can, I don't know, find a cool hat to put on your villagers. And your girlfriend will be happy as well. I don't know, you can dress them together. I don't know. By the way, guys, I'm going to stream again on Thursday. If everything goes well, we have a special event planned for Empires Apart, which is going to involve the Samsung Morning Stars, if I remember correctly, which are an esports team based near Milan. And we're going to go there to their esports palace and play some Empires Apart. It's going to be fun. Chicken is a kiwi? Yes. Sikatsu, I don't know. Let me know if you have screenshots or stuff that you can show me. That would be cool. We are still improving Agatha quite a bit. Agatha, by the way, is the name of the new AI that is in the game. I haven't seen any issues with her like that, but maybe there is some rare exception. But please let me know. We are continuously updating the game and making it better every time. Kiwi hats? You know what, Balzik, you know what, Balzik, I'm sorry. You know what, there are no Kiwi hats coming, but that's on me. That's because I am dumb and I should have thought of that. Kiwi hats will be coming. Oh, thank you, Sikatsu. Yeah, you can join us on Discord if you want to talk about Empires Apart. You can do so over here by the homepage, or you can also jump on from a link that I'm sure Faction will post any second now. What about camels in the future? Who knows? New Civ with camels? Who knows? The future is long. Like I said, Koreans won't be the last Civ, so maybe the next one has camels. Who knows? 1 humps or 2 humps? I don't know. I never learned that. I had some very strong discussions with my elementary school teacher about that, but I to this day I don't know. Elephant Civ? You have to create an invitations faction. There you go. That's cool, Shigatsu. I hope you enjoy them. I think Koreans. I don't want to toot my own horn, but I think Koreans are a very fun civilization to play. The whole management of the nobles is cool. Plus, they have some very cool units, and they look so gorgeous. Again, I think this is the best looking civilizations that we have to date. We are trying to improve the game in every way possible, and also on the graphics front, Koreans are gorgeous. All of their units are very cool, and we have some new cool stuff coming in the future. I know for sure I will be streaming on Thursday, but probably I will streaming more often on this channel every time we bring a new update to Empires Apart, which will be quite soon and quite often. Thank you, Sakatsu. We really appreciate the support. Thank you for your support, and thank you for the support of everybody who bought the game before it went free to play and has supported us until today. Thank you very much. I want to show my face for this. Hold on. There we go. Thank you very much to everybody who bought the game before today and supported us and brought us here. Your support really means a lot to us. We try to do our best with the game and really improve it in every possible way. New AI, new maps, new civilization, a lot of quality of life improvements, and we have a lot more coming. And we just won't stop, and we don't want to stop, and we hope to have you along the way for the ride. And Empires Apart is only going to get better from here. We have a lot more content planned, and we hope you're going to enjoy it. I wanted to show a little bit of the new stuff tonight, but I couldn't because I'm on this different machine. So apologies for that, but I'm going to see you all on Thursday. Maybe I can show something there. We'll see. I'm going to see you all on Thursday as I stream from the Esports Palace of the Morning Stars. And I'm probably going to see you also next week when I'll... not sure if next week or the week after, but something is going to happen, and you're probably going to see my face again over here. So thank you very much. Thank you to everybody who watched the stream and supported the channel. Please support the Slytherin Group channel. They're very, very cool people, and they stream cool games like Empires Apart every now and then, and some other very cool games. Thank you, Weller. Thank you, Spaction. Thank you, Shikatsu. And Girlfriend. And thank you, everybody else who watched the stream tonight and I will see you all on Thursday. Don't miss it. Goodbye and good night.